Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kat and today I'm talking about my most anticipated March releases. And let's just get started with the ones at the beginning of the month and then we'll run through release dates to the end of the month. So we have some dark stuff, we have some ocean related stuff, we have some sci-fi futuristic stuff. We just have a lot of goodies to get into today. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So the first book that I want to talk about is Below Deck by Sophie Hardcastle, out March 3rd by Alan and Unwin, I believe. Yes, that's it. We are following a main character named Ollie who lives with her grandfather when one day she wakes up on a boat and she has no idea how she's gotten there, and she runs into two strangers who help her and alter the course of her life forever. From the synopsis, I know that she learns the language of the ocean, whatever that means, and she spends her life on the high seas. And something about the synopsis just sounded really surreal to me. The cover is also gorgeous. Once I heard about it, it went immediately right to the top of my anticipated releases for March. Another one out the same day, March 3rd, is released by Tor, and it's Docile by Sparza. This is one of my most anticipated releases of the entire year for various reasons. And I have heard it being hyped all over BookTube, so I know that I'm not the only one who's excited about this book. The blurb for this book is, "There is no consent under capitalism, and we are dealing with a world where people can sell their bodies and sell themselves as a submissive or a docile in order to pay off debts or the debts of others." I really want to read this book so bad. I've heard great things about it, but I'm not sure because it is so hyped. So I'm really looking forward to hearing what everyone thinks about it. So if you guys have read this book, then do let me know down below because I really can't wait to get my hands on it. Okay, and out March 17th is My Darling Rose Gold, or The Recovery of Rose Gold. Those are the two alternate titles, whether you're US based or UK Australia based, by Stephanie Wrobel. And this sounds so amazing. So we're following Rose Gold, who was sick throughout her whole childhood, and then her mother is arrested, and it turns out that she wasn't actually sick. It was Munchausen by proxy, which is when someone deliberately makes someone else ill so that they can take care of them and get like the attention for being the one taking care of a sick person. And everyone in the community is shocked when the mother is released from prison, has nowhere to go, and begs her daughter to take her back into her life, and Rose Gold says yes. And everyone in the community is just like shook. But in the synopsis, it says, basically Rose Gold has been planning her revenge for a very long time. So immediately I'm thinking of Sharp Objects, which dealt with Munchausen by proxy. And it's just, sounds dark, sounds great. I can't wait to get my hands on it. I am one of the first to request it at the library. I can't wait. As soon as it comes in, I'm going to grab it and read it immediately. So highly anticipating this one. Actually, I'm highly anticipating all these. These are like the creme de la creme of the ones that I'm so anticipating. The next one I want to bring to your attention is Lakewood by Giddings. This is out by Berkley on the 17th. And this one is sci-fi dystopian horror, and it deals with a black millennial who finds out upon one of her relatives' deaths just how badly in debt her family is. So she decides to take up this mysterious job in Lakewood, where it's a community that's doing some scientific experiments such as eye drops that can turn eyes blue, medicine that can cure dementia. The only catch is that to make all of that money, she has to keep the experiments a secret from her family, friends, and community. So it sounds horrific. It sounds like an allegory, and it sounds like it could be amazing. So I'm really looking forward to it. I haven't heard that many people talk about it, but I'm really looking forward to it. So if you are going to read this as well, do let me know because I hope that it's amazing. It sounds creepy, and it is shelved as horror. So yeah, fingers crossed that it actually does get pretty dark. So the penultimate recommendation for March releases is Hex by Rebecca Dinerstein Knight. This is out the 31st. This one is dealing with an expelled PhD candidate for biological sciences whose name is Nell. And she is obsessed with her mentor, her PhD mentor, and their study of toxins in poisonous plants. So not only does she has this like really intense obsession with her mentor, but then she also has issues with like people in her life, and she also decides to start cultivating her own poisonous batch of plants within her apartment. What could possibly go wrong? I love just like poison in plants. If anyone has ever read White Oleander by Janet Fitch, that was my like favorite book of all time, which dealt with poisonous plants, and it's still one of my favorite books of all time. So I'm just here for this. I love it so much. I just really want to get to this book. And the last one that I want to bring your attention to is Valentine, out March 31st as well, by Harper. And this is written by Elizabeth Wetmore. This cover is gorgeous. It's very much about the setting, which is in a small Texas town. We enter the story the day after Valentine's Day when a 14-year-old girl runs up on the porch of someone in her neighborhood, and she has been brutally attacked in the oil fields, and she is sharing her story. And the way that this attack on this very young girl plays out is told through the perspective of different women in the community, and they all deal with it a different way. And I think when the community decides to do one thing about what has happened, the women, I believe, decide to take some of their own actions in their own ways. So something about the blurb just caught me. It's been on my anticipated releases since like way last year, and I can't wait to get to it. It's also being hailed as like a classic, so apparently this writer has an amazing writing style, so I'm really excited to try a new author who's being so highly praised. And yeah, I just think small town settings are like a really great backdrop for really great character exploration and small town dynamics to be fleshed out. So I'm really looking forward to this one as well. So that finishes up my March anticipated releases. Let me know what you guys are looking forward to in March. There are, of course, many other March releases that I'm excited about, but I do just want to share the cherries on the top of the release Sundays so that you guys are getting my ultimate most anticipated books. Because if I just talked about every book, that would be way too long of a video. So yeah, I hope that you guys are having an amazing day, and I will chat to you all in another video soon. Bye bye!